Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to our daily morning ritual. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Gary. We are here this morning with in a beautiful altar space of my dear friend Gary. And so you get to see the wonderful yantra in the background and some of the great saints on the wall. So we're here this morning for our daily morning ritual where we set our intentions and we activate and we cleanse and we energize our bodies and our minds. Let's begin with a short reading from the I Ching. The I Ching is an ancient divination technique and also a Taoist teaching tool to help us come back into our center. And I use the Brian Brown Walker application translation of the I Ching. And it's a message from the universe. It gives us the message that we need today, because if there are no accidents, then whatever happens in this consultation is exactly what we need. So I'm going to tap once here. We have some guests here. You want to tap once on one of the coins? There we go. You want to tap on one of the coins? And then we'll tap the coins for you. And we got the message 50. Ting, the cauldron. So you serve as an example to others by sacrificing your ego and accepting the guidance of the higher power. The hexagram Ting concerns the nourishment and guidance one must have in order to fully succeed. While the culture around us often encourages us to take charge and make aggressive demands on life, the I Ching offers far wiser counsel. Here we are encouraged to give up the incessant demands of our ego, to deepen our humility and acceptance, and to listen carefully to the instructions of the sage. The image of the cauldron concerns your inner thoughts. Whatever you hold in the cauldron of your mind is your offering to the higher power. The quality of assistance you can receive from the universe is governed by the quality of your offering. If you constantly indulge in the concerns of the ego, fears, desires, strategies to control, harshness towards others, you repel the higher power and block your own nourishment. If, on the other hand, you consciously let go of your resistance to life and hold quiet and correct thoughts, you become receptive to the creative, and your continual nourishment is assured. Ting comes to suggest that the wisest thing that you can do now is to still your ego and conscientiously enter into a conversation with the sage. To influence others or to achieve a proper goal, follow the same path. By cultivating humility and acceptance, purifying your inner thoughts, and concentrating on that which is good and innocent and true, you summon the power of the creative and meet with good fortune in the outer world. And then we receive the special messages. A position of influence is a position of responsibility. Neglecting your character now invites a humiliation. And then counsel others as the sage counsels you, through making an example of correctness, through quiet perseverance, and through gentleness. Beautiful message for the day. And let's begin. We're setting our intention. In setting our intention, We're going into our intention space. We're going into deep meditation. Meditation is the calming of the mind, coming back into the present moment. And we're going to focus our intention, what our intentions are for the next 90 days, the next 1 year, the next 5 years. Feel your intention in your body and your mind. Feel it as if it's happening right now. Come into that wavelength of compassion for yourself, compassion for others. Feel love in your heart. And then mentally rehearse your intention as if it's happening right now. Repeat it in your mind. Go into visual detail of it, visualization. Imagine it happening, feel it happening, and then let go of all expectations and surrender to the universe and allow it to happen as it will. So as you go into this meditation, use those intention tools. And let's begin with a 4-minute meditation. So sit upright, relax, be present, come into your intention. What is your intention for the next 90 days, for the next 1 year, for the next 5 years? Feel it as if it's happening right now. Come into the bodily sensation, whatever bodily sensation is strongest that you can feel in your body to bring you back into the present, out of the stories of the mind, and choose your thoughts. Continue to remain present, repeating your intention. And begin the repetition of your intention in your mind. Beautiful. Hmm. Beautiful intention setting. Thank you for creating your greatest thoughts in your body and your mind. As you bring those thoughts into your mind, they get sent out into the world. Other people actually pick them up. The more that you come into your heart as you're creating those thoughts, the more power that they create in the mind, and more power that they create in other people. So people feel that. People feel that energy. It's beautiful energy. All right, so now we're going to jump into our breathing technique. Our breathing technique is the Wim Hof breathing technique, where we go and we do 4 cycles of 40 breaths. On the 40th breath of each cycle, we exhale completely and bring our breath down to absolutely zero, and we hold it for as long as we can. Our intention is to hold it for 2 minutes at zero breath. If you can only hold 30 seconds, that's great. If you can hold 60 seconds, that's great. Whatever amount that you can hold it until it becomes uncomfortable, and then maybe even go beyond uncomfortable to very uncomfortable. And then take a deep breath and hold for 15 seconds. And what that's doing is, deep in our brain, we have the amygdala. And the amygdala is the reptilian part of our brain, which is the fight, flight, or freeze part of the brain. And due to the fact of the agitation of society, all the craziness that's happening in the world, most people are stuck in a frozen state in the amygdala. And by going through this uncomfortable breathing and going to this deep state of no breath, we're kind of jarring the amygdala, unfreezing it, and allowing neurons to connect to it. And as research is showing with Wim Hof, he's connecting the deeper parts of his brain through this breathing technique, through also cold therapy, which is experiencing uncomfortable cold and uncomfortable heat, like a sauna, can do it as well. So doing these practices kind of jars the amygdala out of this frozen state, creates new neurons, and as you do this meditation, bring in the intention that you've been setting and allow that intention to continue to manifest in your mind. And that's an intention then is being created in these deeper parts of the brain that we're activating. I'm going to jump up for a second and get a new battery.
You have to push the little button on the side.
That might help.
No, no. Other end.
Uh-huh. Stay here then. This battery may be attempting to charge it.
No. You gotta have this one.
Okay.
The other end.
Okay, I'm going to use my battery, but that doesn't connect to this computer.
Huh?
That doesn't connect to this computer.
Oh, I have another one.
That's all right. Here we go. All right. There we are. Let's see how long we go with this. All right, so here's this breathing technique, all right? If you have the Wim Hof app, you can go to it now. He's got a retention timer, and we're going to go into our deep breathing. So in our deep breathing, we start by taking a deep inhale and exhale completely all the way down to zero. And start with deep inhales and serene exhales. Follow along. Repeat your intention in your mind. Last 10 of the first round. Repeat your intention. Feel it happening right now. Feel compassion in your heart and mind. Last 5 of the first round. Second to last breath. Last breath, take a deep inhale. Exhale completely. Hold at the bottom, start your retention timer. Take a deep inhale. Exhale completely. I see that our stream is stuttering a little bit, so sorry for the visual being slowed down, but if you can keep along with the audio, that'll be great. So great, let's begin our second round of deep breathing. We start off with a deep inhale and deep exhale. All the way down to 0. And begin with a deep inhale. Breathe the abdomen and the chest. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Feel your intention happen right now. Last end of the second. Last 5. Deeper inhales, exhales. 4. Last inhale. Last deep exhale. Hold it bottom. Keep repeating your intention in your intention timer.